time. We were kind of in the middle, and we're probably going to be in the middle of it again today. It's not the most intuitive topic. It's a topic that I want to, we're never going to leave it alone now that we've experienced it once, and you'll never be able to watch the world in the same way having seen it once now. What was the big idea of last time? And we used Bert and Ernie as the beginnings. The beginning of stimulus.
Variation related to the center.
Thank you, Lauren. So we like center. We talk about center a lot. Last time we talked about variation. And the reason why are they both important? Why is it so important to tie these measures of center and measures of variation? Why is it so important? So I'm going to mute this real quick. We're going to bring it back up in a second. So you've got these measures of center, which are what? Give me some examples.
Median.
Good. I heard median. I think I heard mode too. Any other ones? Mean. Good. Call it X bar if it's okay with you guys. X bar. Yeah, mean. Love it. Anything else? That was pretty much it. We did a trimmed mean too. You'll get to that on your exam. The exam's posted. I think I sent an email to you guys about the exam. Week 5. It's well far away. Don't wait till week 5 to start it. Just by virtue of time. I mean, after today, you'll have enough information to actually get into the exam and do everything in it. But by all means, don't put it off. Some of it requires using Excel spreadsheets and stuff like that. There was a techno glitch in one. Some of the links weren't working. I still don't know why, but I fixed the problem. So I found a good band-aid that covered the cut, but I have no idea what caused the cut. So technology, it's awesome, except when it's not. So yeah, these are all measures of center. And then for some reason, unbeknownst to us maybe, I started forcing you to talk about variation. Why would I do that? Starting on Tuesday, we started talking about this. And what were some of the measures of this guy? How do we measure variation on Tuesday? We just got into it.
Consistency.
Oh, good. That was the idea of what it is, consistency, right? We're measuring inconsistency, right, Lauren? I'll put that in front of it. Inconsistency. Love that. Good. But how did we measure it? Do you remember the name of what we used to measure it?
Sample variance.
Good. Variance became the sample standard deviation. Yeah. We called it S, which is your sample standard deviation. And what is he per it, whatever it is? I like the variance too. The variance is also a measure of the variation, but I want to focus more on this guy.
Is that the one that's not needed, right?
It's not that it's not needed. It actually is. If you're doing this manually, you have to get that first to get this.
Right.
But what logically do I like better about this one than the other one, than the variance? The variance was S squared versus just S.
Right.
Remember the problem with S squared logically? It was units. The units were a problem because you square the unit. So if you're talking about dollars moved in, from 2013 to 2014, the average amount of dollars up or down would be in dollars. The standard deviation would be in dollars, and the variance would be in square dollars, which doesn't make any sense. But you do need it. It's needed in only insofar as you have to use it to get this guy. Except you don't anymore because technology does it for us, which we're happy about. So we can ignore him for the most part. Explain him to me in a sentence. The sample standard deviation is going to have a number attached to it. It's going to be a numerical value, whatever it is. What does that number represent? Laura, go!
The distance from the center point, like how far they are from the center.
Add 2 words and I'm super happy. So, what Lauren mentioned was, she mentioned a center point. Which one of the center points did we use? Do you remember? We did. So this guy is inherently tied to this guy. These guys, generally we don't talk about a spread around these guys. You can, and later on in your statistical careers, you might need to, for example, form a plus or minus around a median. Don't worry about it right now. It's mostly the average we're talking about, statistically speaking. So, Lauren, say what you said again. It's a distance
From the average.
Okay, so in other words, this number represents distance from the average, comma, add 2 more words.
On average?
On average! Natasha, right? Right, on average. It's because you can't, if you give me the standard deviation is 4, you can't say that every data point is 4 points away, but you can say, right, you can say that on average they're 4 points away. Some are further, some are closer, but on average it's 4. So you have to use the word average twice when you're explaining what a standard deviation is. on average, it's the distance the data points are from the average. Does that kind of make sense? Yeah, hopefully that does. If it doesn't, it'll definitely make sense today, because we're going to keep driving data sets home to you guys. And we're going to use them on the entire term. So that's the big takeaway. Why do we care about variation? Why isn't this good enough? Why isn't this good enough? I mean, certainly, the media world doesn't seem to care about variation. What's this? I got some examples, some fun stuff to share with you guys today. Oh, not on yet. Hang on. I found a website recently called Headlines of a Mathematically Literate World. And I love this. This actually should be called Statistically Literate, but I don't